But then again, it's like, you don't know who you get it from, because one, it's untraceable, or you don't know you have it until you have an outbreak, or if you actually get the blood work for it, which I got the blood work, but I didn't know when it happened. Like, I could have had it for years. I could have had it for months, which I did, and I didn't even know about it because they didn't give me my results. This is why I say no news is good news is bullshit. Follow up. Hey. How are you? All is well on my end. I'm just chilling with the cats right now. I have an appointment with Apple at like 1:30, so I just wanted to get this out there right quick as I put my phone on the charger right quick. Get ready to let all of this out, air everything out. I have herpes. I have genital herpes. It said that I had type 2, but yeah. So I just want to put that out there that one, this is definitely a safe space. And it's going to be a safe space, and I will not allow anybody to slander me. I will not allow people to slander others. And that's just how it's going to roll. And I'm definitely a part of breaking the stigma when it comes to shit like this. So, to begin, I've always been sexually active, and I've been sexually active since I was in high school. I think it was my sophomore year. I have a funny story about how I took my own virginity, but that's for close friends. You don't need to know that. But once I started being sexually active with men, and later on women, I used to use condoms, and then I stopped using condoms. So that was my own doing. And I'll never put that on anybody else, because if you decide to have unprotected sex, you should know the consequences that comes with it. So, been sexually active since I was in high school. Had an unplanned pregnancy at 19. I had an abortion at 19. So you can tell right there, I didn't like condoms. My first STI that I ever caught was chlamydia. And I had to tell 3 men, which to this day, I only see one of them, but I don't like know them, or like we're not friends like that. It's just like, I don't know. It's cordial, but they respected the fact that I told them. And yeah, they said, thank you for letting me know. And they got tested. So that was a curable one. And I'm pretty sure herpes is good too, because you could just make sure you know what you're eating and stuff. But anyways, this is my story. I usually get tested after So this is my story. Let me slow the fuck down. I'm kind of nervous. I usually get tested after I have a new sex partner. I had a new sex partner in the year of 2019. And we had unprotected sex several times, and later on he told me like that he got tested, and then we started using condoms. So that was my dumb self. Like that was a dumb moment. Yeah, I got tested, but we can still have sex. Let's just use condoms. So I got tested when I started being active with him, and then when I got tested in July, I never got that call back. So when they say no news is good news, I advise you to follow up a week or 2 after you get tested, and just, you know, make sure you find out before you start to engage in any sexual activities. So I got tested in July of 2019 on the USS Frank Cable in Guam. The medical people there weren't the best. I only had like 2 people that I actually trusted. I thought I was good to go because I didn't get a call. I didn't get a call for months. August, September, October, November, until I went to the ER 5 months later. I went to the ER 5 months later in December because I had what I didn't know what was an outbreak. I went to the ER. I was nervous. I was on the phone with my current boyfriend, and we both found out at the same time, because when the doctor came in, he said, and he literally just stood at the door, right? He came inside. This is the whole process. He came inside, he swabbed me, he went back and he tested it, I guess. And he came back, like, the suspense was like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And he came back in and he said, oh yeah, you got herpes. And he just left out. And I'm sitting there and I'm crying. I'm just going through a whole bunch of emotions. Like, I accidentally screenshotted a picture of my guy, and he just, like, he felt the emotions with me. I was very apologetic. I told him he didn't even have to be with me no more. I was like, I don't know what I'm about to do. I was sad as fuck. I didn't have anybody there with me. And I just went about my day after they gave me my meds and stuff. I called a couple of friends up, my support systems, like my sisters and stuff, and they were like trying to keep my head up, like, we know so many people with herpes, it's okay. Like, to this day, it's like at least, I think it's 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 4 people that don't even know that they have herpes and they have it, because I didn't know until fucking 5 months after I got tested, and I had an outbreak. And this was around the time my mother came out for her 50th birthday, so I was stressing about the hotel, what we're gonna do and all that stuff, and I was planning, this is my first big trip that I've ever planned for somebody, especially for her 50th, so I was stressing out, and that's where one of the triggers, I guess, happened. So yeah, I got tested, told well, I didn't have to tell him because he was on the phone with me when I found out. And to this day, he's very supportive. I've even asked him several times, like, it's been since 2019. I'm like, are you okay with me making a video? He was like, I'm fine. So this is that time, I guess. 2 years later. So after that, I was distraught. I was like on the phone. I had to get home because I drove myself to the ER. I was crying. I was thinking about my sexuality because I'm a very sexual person. I love to have sex and I love to embrace that because that's just who I am. But yeah, after that, I talked to one person that I had sex with prior to that, and it was my ex. And when I told him, he snapped at me. And this was like the day after I found out that I had herpes, because I don't like to withhold anything from anybody, especially if I had a sex partner. That's just who I am. So I told him that I had herpes, and he snapped on me. He said, I trusted you. How could you do this to me? I can't even kiss my daughter on the lips. And I'm just thinking, like, sir, when the fuck did you have a daughter? Like, you never told me you had a daughter. When did you get a daughter, huh? I don't know if he was referring to his niece or whatever, but he's like, I can't ever kiss my niece no more. And this is all before he went to even go get tested, y'all. Like, he just snapped on me, and this is why I don't fuck with Geminis. He's like, I can't trust you. Like, what about your guy? Did you get it from him? And I'm like, no, I didn't. This was way before then. But then again, it's like, you don't know who you get it from, because one, it's untraceable, or you don't know you have it until you have an outbreak, or if you actually get the blood work for it, which I got the blood work, but I didn't know when it happened. Like, I could have had it for years. I could have had it for months, which I did, and I didn't even know about it because they didn't give me my results. This is why I say no news is good news is bullshit. Follow up. So after that, I like called my mom, and she was just like not as empathetic as I would want her to be. She just said, well, you should wear a condom. And I'm just like, thanks, Mom. So I didn't really talk to her. I more so talked to like my girlfriends. And I kept in contact with my guy, and I was just really sad and depressed for a very long time. I was just thinking to myself, damn, like my dumb, like, sorry, I'm not gonna call myself dumb. My ass was literally just thinking about sex. And I'm just like, damn, I can't even have sex randomly whenever I want. I can't have sex in a very spontaneous moment. Like, I'm that person. And I was thinking about the times where I I think it was New Year 2021 actually, where I had my first outbreak on my lip, aka a cold sore. And I'm thinking like, oh, my mom used to have cold sores, so I didn't know exactly what it was growing up. I just thought it was a cold sore from it being cold outside. So she used to have cold sores, and I'm just like, well, we used to kiss on the mouth, and you know, you kiss all on me and all this stuff, as far as like, you know, on the cheeks and stuff. So hey, I could have got it from her, just from like kissing, like mom and daughter kisses, like non-sexual, please don't be a pervert, because then I would look at you weird. Don't sexualize weird shit, please. So like, she had outbreaks when I was younger, like she would always get cold sores and stuff. So yeah, I don't know exactly when I contracted it. And my first outbreak was in 2019, December. After that, it's been a few. I found out that certain things I can and can't eat. So it was a bit of a blessing in disguise, I guess. Yeah. So after the hospital visit though, after the ER, I went back to my ship where I got the lab work done. I went to the laboratory where I got the blood work done. And I talked specifically to the guy that was supposed to do everything, because I even saw him drop my blood off at the hospital, the main hospital in Guam, the big one. And I went up to him and I was like, hey, I need a minute with you. And he said, yeah, what's up? Can we go inside? It's private. Like, I need privacy. And I told him that I had herpes and I didn't get blood work back from July. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. So he went inside his little database, checked it, and he was shocked. All he could do was say, I'm sorry, we didn't start tracking until fucking after July. We did not start tracking anyone on this ship. We didn't start tracking none of this stuff until after July. And now I'm thinking of all the people who could have possibly got blood work done, and they don't even know for a fact their results if they didn't follow up with their fucking medical provider. This is where the rage comes in. Y'all supposed to be professionals. Da, 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 da. Why y'all ain't tell me your own stuff? Da, 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 da. I could have been a little bit safer. Da, 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 da. All this rage is going towards him when I'm low-key mad at myself because I put myself in this position. I'm the one that didn't have safe sex. But as far as like other people that could have possibly, you know, got whatever their stories may have been, they don't know because this one individual didn't put it in the tracker after, like, until July. So that pissed me off. I was trying to go into investigation with the ship, and I was just like, see, this is why I don't fuck with the military, because all y'all do is slap people on the fucking wrist. And even to this day now, I'm like frustrated with medical, because it's like, there's been so many times where I do go get tested and they would tell me, because with HIV tests, it's only annually. And I'm like, y'all do realize that people have sex spontaneously, so y'all just want us to do it annually. But when we do go there, I have to be like, oh, can I get a test? Oh, well, you're not due for a test until a year. Ma'am, I had sex. I'm protected. I would like a test. I need to know now, like pronto, ASAP. So yeah, that was the back end of it. The guy could only be apologetic. That's all he did. And I have like recordings and all that stuff. Like, I was recording the whole situation. I was pissed off. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my story. I got tested, thought I was good to go. Don't believe in no news is good news. Please always follow up. To this day, I'm still happily in a relationship. He's very supportive. I've supported friends. I've had people from Instagram that, like, I reached out to them. It was a porn star, King and Jasmine. I asked Jasmine if she knew of any workers that had herpes, and she sent me in the direction of someone else, and she helped me out. And then there's this other lady on Instagram. She's like a herpes goddess, where she's breaking the stigma and cursing everybody out. So like, all of them people kind of inspired me to just like, I don't know, help other people that may be silent about their stuff, or let them know that it's gonna be okay, because I thought that I was done for. And I'm serious, like I was depressed as hell, and I was just sad, but I know it wasn't gonna be the end of the fucking of my life. Like, I've been suicidal in the past. I still struggle with suicidal ideation, but that call from yesterday like triggered what happened in 2019 when they told me, no, this is good news. So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. I can't advocate having safe sex because I still don't like engage in safe sex all the time. That's just me. Because me and my sex partner are good. He gets tested, I get tested. Which don't make it an excuse, please. Safe sex is a beautiful thing. It just feels weird sometimes. Yeah. I don't know. To this day, I don't like struggle with it too much because of my dude being real supportive. Like, I remember even for New Year, I had an outbreak on my lip. I had a cold sore and I was on my period. So I'm like, I can't even kiss you. Like, I can't do nothing to you. Like, we couldn't have a New Year kiss or anything. So he had to like kiss me on my forehead and my nose and my cheeks and stuff. And that was a sad moment for me, but I still like brought it in with joy and all that good shit. And I show gratitude towards having herpes now because like I have to know what's good for me as far as what I put in my body, because it'll be 4 years going on vegetarian, but I converted to veganism like a year ago, I think. Yeah, so I have to know what I put in my body now. I have to be aware of like stressful situations because stress could trigger it, and I just be real mellow with it now. So that's just me. This is just me telling you that everything's gonna be okay. I'm not telling you that you have to disclose it to whomever out there. Like, I put all my stuff out just today and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really care too much about what people think now. I never really cared about what people thought about me, but as far as this, my instant thoughts were, people gonna think I'm nasty, people gonna think this, people gonna think that, and I've already met so many other of my, I'll just say people. I'm not gonna specify who it is because that's not my business to tell. So I've met other people that also has herpes. I've already helped out a few other people with situations when they would tell me like, hey, such and such has herpes, this person has herpes, and I'm trying to get to know them, but I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm like, well, I have herpes. And I've been really open with all of my people. I've been open with friends, family, and I don't know, you just get what you see or see what you get. I don't know, fuck. Like, I'm really open with it, and I just wanted to let y'all know that everything will be fine. As far as the medication that they give me, I don't like pills. I try to be I'm trying to get into like African holistic health. The person that helped me out, she told me to use freaking tea tree and honey, which it has helped out in several cases. If I felt that my outbreak lasts for too long, then I would take my pill because I just get frustrated and I don't want to get more frustrated. So I'm still learning about that. I'm still learning about my body, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, that's pretty much it for my story. The way I found out that I had herpes, to sum it up, it was pretty fucked up. I'm gonna leave this video with sending so much love out there, light and positivity your way, letting you know that you are definitely loved. I'm a hugger. I believe hugs help us grow spiritually. So if you do have that support group, that support system, pause before I even try to end that. Another part of the story was when I did find out that I had herpes, I had like a whole bunch of support groups on Facebook as well. And some people are really negative. Some people are positive. I believe in letting the status be known. If I have a new sex partner, I will always let my sex partner know my status. There's a lot of people that disagree with that, and I don't like that at all, but that's just me. If I have a new sex partner, I'll let you know, hey, I got herpes. Take it or leave it. And yeah, I got a lot of support. I have a good support system, so I just want to say find a good support system. Therapy definitely helps. I'm an advocate for therapy. I've been going to therapy since I think it was 2017. Yeah, I had a mental breakdown, suicide, suicidal thoughts and everything. Like, they had to strip me from my gun when I was on watch, all that stuff. So I definitely believe in therapy. I believe in the healing process, and yeah, just make sure that you take care of yourself, and hopefully you do have a support group or friends that can help you and just enlighten you. I'm gonna definitely list the people that I follow that's very inspirational and they help me out. And like I said, I'm gonna end this note with I love you. I hope that you know that you are definitely loved. If you need any help, there's so many resources out there, and I'll definitely drop them in the description below, as far as therapy, as far as the woman that is known as like the Herpes goddess, with all the other people that she follows. You can just follow her because she's bomb as hell, and she crushed the stigma, and she crushed any type of negativity, which if y'all come for me and y'all be negative, I can easily block you, because who the hell are you? You don't pay my bills, you don't pay my mortgage, you don't put clothes on my back or food in my mouth, okay? I don't care for none of y'all's opinions, none of y'all's comments. This is a safe place, and if you dog anybody out, I will curse you out, and then I will be like, all right, peace, you blocked. So don't come for me, don't come for nobody else. And the stigma that, one, for PTSD Awareness Month, if you think that you have to be crazy to go to the therapist, that's ridiculous. Go see somebody. As far as churchgoers and people that's being stubborn, like old folks, go to a therapist. Church is not always gonna help. I believe in prayer, and I'm a spiritual person, but also believe in therapy, okay? Break that cycle, break that generational curse, all that stuff. And also break the stigma of you're dirty or you're disgusting, anything like that when it comes to your sexual being, okay? Because I'd rather know my status than being left in the dark like how I was in July of 2019. I was in the dark for 5 months. So that no news is good news. Follow up, call them, because when I called yesterday about my HIV status, my results came back May 14th, and it is currently June 5th. I called them and I said, hey, what's the status? Oh, you know, no news is good news. Sir, I've had medical malpractice in the past where the no news is good news is bullshit. I'd like to know my status, and I'm giving you permission to let me know over the phone right now. Am I negative or positive? Oh, you're negative. Thank you. Follow up. Please follow up. No news is good news is BS. That's all. Peace, love, and hair grease. Take care of yourself.